Welcome back everyone. In this section, we are going to talk about the bridge table, which is also part of the business vault and similar to point-in-time tables. It is only created if the query is encountering performance problems. Bridge tables improve the performance on raw data vault by reducing the number of required joins for the query. Let's understand with an example. We have a data vault model that includes information about employees' detail, department they are working on, and the role they take in the department. Due to that, we have a tree-hub table that includes the business key, hash key fields from the employee, department, and the role entities, and the link table that creates connection between employee and department tables, and also another link that connects employee and role entities. And also have satellite tables that are connected to each hub and include the descriptive information about name of employee, department, and role. As a report owner, I would like to report who are my employees, in which department they work on, and what are their roles. I will get this information from 3 different satellite tables, but there are multiple hubs and link tables between these satellites, and it requires me to create multiple joins to bring all this information together. As we know that when the number of joins increase in a query, then the performance decreases as a consequence. We can also see the SQL statement on the right side that is required for this report, and it seems to include multiple joins. So in here, point-in-time table helps us to reduce number of joins by storing the hash key from the hub and links. As you see in here, we inserted all hash key columns from each hub and link table. And it is also common practice to add business keys from the hubs into the bridge table as we already inserted in our example. And additionally, we have a load date that shows when the data is loaded in bridge table, and the hash key of the bridge table itself that make each record unique. Maybe you noticed that as we are familiar with the star schema from earlier session, you will see some similarities between bridge and fact tables. The difference is that the bridge stores only the keys, whereas the fact table will store the measures as well. Look at the data inside of the tables. I just kept the needed columns and eliminated the rest of them from the data vault to make our example more easier and understandable. We see the all detailed information about employee, department, and the position they work. So in here, if I would like to learn in which department Emma is working and what is her role, in old way I need to start with the hash key 100, then need to go through all this path with joining hubs and links that achieve my target information. But bridge table includes all start and target hash key business key information that prevents me to pass through all these tables. I can directly query the required business key from the bridge table and join bridge table to satellites and reach out the targeted information without adding multiple joins. You see the SQL statement is much more simplified, so we have a less join and achieve better performance. Another performance improvement can be achieved by adding computations to the bridge table that take much time. For example, some financial KPIs or complex calculations. But in here, please keep in mind to consider if your calculated column align with the granularity of the bridge table. In general, business keys, computed or aggregated fields are optional in the bridge table. In some cases, bridge tables can also contain satellite data, but most often we avoid to store any information from satellites because the table length will become too large, then the performance will drop. You need to decide carefully considering your business requirements, because by using bridge table, we are targeting to eliminate joins and increase performance. But if the volume of the table increases, then we again lose the performance. So we need to consider a proper balance between these two achievements in our development process. Before ending, I just also want to add one critical point. In our example, in order to make it simple, we have a single load date for each business key in satellite tables. But as we know that due to update operation in source data, we may have multiple load dates for each business key. So in that scenario, we will join a point-in-time table to bridge table that holds load date changes for associated satellites. Thank you for your time.